just going to clean these up so I don't end up in a position where the socket doesn't have a secure fit and strip one of these. Anytime you strip a belt on anything, it's always going to cause you a lot of grief and aggravation to get it off. So just maybe it's, even though it's a little extra work, kind of do the due diligence to make your life easier down the road. And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort, but it really depends on how lazy you are. Leave the one in there at the top, which I'll do. I'll probably need a flathead screwdriver, but I'll pull this one off to kind of move this brake line out of the way. Leave this one partially in there and work my way down. The pattern in which I take these bolts out. So I got the very top one to the right. Next. Okay, this one here to the very one to the right. And the next one came down. Screwdriver and see what kind of nastiness comes out. Doesn't look bad at all. Shoot. I was expecting a lot worse. I wonder if this is even worth doing it. Maybe. It's still kind of dark. Got all our bolts in order. Now I know which is the top, which is the bottom because of this bolt here. Technically I might just leave that out to show what's what. And now let me see if I can pull this off now. Okay. Well, now what I got to do is clean this up and clean this gasket off without gouging any of the metal. And then I bought a new gasket from Napa. I don't recommend getting anything from AutoZone or O'Reilly's. I mean, unless you're buying window washer fluid from there, I wouldn't really buy anything from them. So I took that cover off and sprayed it down with brake cleaner. Just kind of wipe it out. Be careful with that stuff. It stinks, and I've seen it eat through clothes and things like that. I'm gonna peel off as much as I can by hand. Again, like, you want to check this surface, make sure there's no gouges. This all looks like gouges, and make sure that it looks in good shape. Kind of recap, but I used a razor blade, scrape off all the big stuff. When I got to the top, I put in, you can see all these paper towels. I kind of shoved some paper towels and let them hang down so that any of the gasket that came off didn't fall inside anywhere in here and the differential. And then I took a wire wheel, still leaving the paper towels in place, but not to hit them with the wire wheel or they'll just kind of rip all out. And also kind of being cognizant on which way the wheel's going, so that when it's doing its cleaning, it's pulling all the debris away from the cavity of the differential. So yeah, that it all took me probably 25-30 minutes. I didn't really track the time, but this is the end result, and here's the end result on the cover. I put a little bead of this. It's actually a gasket for differentials, and the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to just put a small film for two reasons. I'll put a small film here and a small film on the cover, just a thin layer, and that would, and hope, see these little gashes. Some of these gashes were here, some of these may have been from me, from the razor blade. Like I said, you've got to be careful. Also, you want to keep it clean, no oil on here. I've wiped it down with mineral spirits, and I've cleaned this side with brake cleaner. I didn't want to spray brake cleaner inside of here. The brake cleaner, like it really cleans, and there may be some residue left over if it doesn't dry and eat away at the gasket and cause a leak. It may not be the case, but anyway, I'm gonna do another bead here. Okay, got the bolt. There's only one way this can go on. You've got your one bolt here. Put that through here. Move this out of the way. I'm going to tighten these up by hand using the wrench till they're all snug, and then I'll tighten them with the ratchet, not the air ratchet, just so I can have a feel. The expectations, they should be around 30-35 psi. It's not a ton, so I'm not concerned about under tightening in. And then I will give this some time to cure and set before I start running it. Not to mention I've got to put the oil in it as well, so we'll do that here in a minute. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Using your 1/2-inch ratchet, I'm gonna see if this will move out. Hopefully without any issues. That's not good. Let me get some WD-40. bueno. I fear that something breaks. Ah, okay. Okay. There we go. Now we're using our noggin. Alright, so this thing's supposed to take basically up to this fill line. I mean, that's the furthest you can go, really. You can't fill it up anything past that. Alright. I can grab a paper towel, my last paper towel, and clean this up. You know, just trying to do what you can to prevent debris. Where's my buddy says debris. Now I picked up this handy dandy thing, which I've never used. It's here. And let's see how this all works. Of course. Okay. All right. I close the close. You see all the big bubbles rising. Once all that fluid's out of that line.